Hello guys, welcome to today's tutorial. So in this tutorial today, I'll be teaching you how to clone designs in CorelDraw. So for instance, you come across a design online, okay, like what I did here. I went online and downloaded this particular design. So I will be using this design as a case study, but if you apply the method I'll be teaching you today, you will be able to clone other designs that you will be coming across online. Let's quickly analyze the front part of this business card. Okay, let me just trim out this so that we can focus on what we want to design. Okay, I want to work on the front part of this design. Okay, so let's quickly analyze it. We can see that we have the first layer under, which is a downloaded background. This is not just CorelDraw color, it is a background here, and here we have a normal color and we have another color here, and on it we have a polygon. Okay, let's try and clone this design using the shapes and the colors on the design. The social media icons here, I've downloaded it online also, but it comes in black. Okay, so it comes in black. You can see it right here, it comes in black, but I'm going to teach you how to change the color. Okay, so it is an image, so you are going to learn how to change the color of an image in this particular tutorial. All right, let me take this one out of the workspace. Okay, let me zoom. Let's take the size of this card. So I click on my rectangle tool, and from one edge to another edge, I'm taking the size of the business card. Then I take it to my work area. Okay, let me zoom. Okay, so we are going to be working on the first layer right now. So I've downloaded this background also. The images I'm using right here, I got them online. Okay, so this is the background I'm using. This is the icon, and you can see different business card design online. Okay, so I just typed business card samples. Then for the icons, I typed black and white social media icon. Then for the background, I typed dotted gold background. Okay, so let's continue now. So the first layer is a background. Okay, it may not assume the same color, but just bear with me in this tutorial. Okay, so now let's power clip this image in this rectangle. To power clip, just click on the image, then right click on the image and drag inside the rectangle, then release your mouse and you will see options to move, to copy, to power clips and cancel. Okay, so let's power clips. You click on power clips inside. Okay, now after power clipping inside, I'm having a thin black border here which I want to remove. So I click on the rectangle shape and come to my color palette here and right click on this star here to remove the outline. Okay, so the outline is removed. Okay, now let's go for the second layer. The first layer is this one we are seeing in between. Okay, in between this color and this color. So let's go to the second layer, which is this color and this color right here. So to do that, we need two rectangles. Then we power clip inside this rectangle later. Okay, so let's draw the first rectangle. Okay, so this is the first rectangle. I'm going to duplicate this particular rectangle right now. Okay, so I hold my control, click on it and drag it, right click and drag. Okay, then I release it. Okay, it should be around here. Okay, so I release it, then I copy. All right, so now the first one here is this color and the second one to the left is this color. So we're not going to be looking for this color in CorelDraw. It may be hard to find. Okay, so we are going to copy the color using color eyedropper tool. So I click on color eyedropper tool, then go to the color I want to pick. You can see the color right here. So I click on the color and click to duplicate the color here. Okay, so you can see it takes this color and bring it here. I want to deactivate the eyedropper tool, then I click on pick tool, then I want to copy this color again. Okay, so I go to color eyedropper tool, click on it, then I choose the color, click on the color I want to copy, then I go to the rectangle I want to paste it. So sorry. Okay, so I paste it like this. So we can see that the first color to the left is here, and the second color to the right is right here. Okay, so I deactivate this tool by clicking on pick tool right here. Okay, now we need to notice something here, that this edge is curved. Okay, so we are going to do that right now. I click on this rectangle, then I come to the top here. This will round the corner. Okay, so if I put 1, okay, so 1 is okay. Then to the other edge, put 1, so we can see it right here that it is becoming better right now. Okay, now what we have to do here, let me shift this downward a bit so that we can see the background. Okay, so let me extend this. All right, let me draw this for the bit. Okay, so now what we are going to do now is to select the two shapes. Okay, the first shape, which is in gold color, and this dark blue color. Okay, I may not get the color rightly. Okay, so select the two, select the first one, hold your shift on your keyboard and select the second one. Then on the property bar right here, you click on trim, then this will trim this off. So now you can see that there's a gap in between this color and this color right here. So I want to draw this backward a bit. Hold your control while you are drawing back. Okay, so you can see there is a gap now. Now there's a thin line around this and there's a thin line around this, like I said. So go to the color palette, this star here, right click on it to remove the outline, then right click on this again to remove the outline. Now we need to power clip. Let me group these together so that we will not lose the shape. Okay, so to group together, click on the first shape and hold your shift on your keyboard and click on the second shape, then right click and click on group objects. Okay, so we now have the two objects together. I can move it. Okay, so I'm power clipping here in this shape. So if I move it, right click and move and drop it, then you will see option to power clips and you click on power clips. Okay, so there's something we have to do right here, and it seems that this color here to the left is popping up a bit, so we are going to use our drop shadow to make it like look as if it is popping up. So I want to edit the power clips, then I click on the shape and click right here, or I can right click and select edit power clips. Okay, so I want to drop shadow this, then I come here and click on drop shadow tool, then I'll hold my control, click on the shape, hold your control and draw it downward. Sorry, I'm selecting wrong shape. Okay, the shape is grouped together. Okay, let me ungroup first. I want to apply the drop shadow to only the left shape. Okay, so ungroup all objects. Okay, so it is separate now. Then I click on drop shadow 2, hold my control and draw it down. Okay, so I can control the thickness of the shadow here. Okay, I can change color here if I like, but I want it to be black. Then the thickness, I can also set the thickness here. Okay, okay, all right, so that is exactly what I want to do. Then I can finish editing power clips. Okay, then I click here to finish editing power clips. Okay, there's one thing we have to do right here. If you look at this design very well, the upper part is lighter than the lower part. Okay, so let's quickly do that. Okay, to do that I need to power clip this so that I can see it inside. Okay, so let me put it here. Now we are going to use our interactive fill tool. So click on interactive fill tool, then you click on it and draw it down. Okay, so now you can see that we now have two colors. So the first color here is the lighter part that we want to copy. So click on this rectangle here, then click on this small arrow, then you will see the same color eyedropper tool here, then click on it and come to the color you want to pick, then it will change to the color. Then we are done with this. Then let's go for the second color. We have the rectangle, this dot here,
then click on it, then select the eyedropper tool and click below here. Then we can have the upper parts to be lighter than the lower part. Okay, so I can use this to adjust it, okay, to the way I want. Then let's do the same thing for the second shape here. You can see that this one, the upper part is lighter than the lower part. So let's do the same thing. Let's choose our interactive fill tool. Okay, so I choose it. I can draw up or down. Just click on it and draw. You can adjust it. Okay, so now this first one is the one that is thicker. So let me choose my eyedropper tool. Then I come below and choose my color. Then it changes. Then I go up again, choose my eyedropper tool, go up here and choose my color. Then it changes. Okay, so with this I have the upper parts that is a bit lighter than the lower part. Okay, so let me finish power clip, but before I finish editing power clip, I need to remove this from here. So I'm cutting it off so that I can put it outside again. Okay, so I have this. Now the next thing I want to do here is this polygon. Okay, so I can go to the polygon tool, click on it, hold your control so that it can be a perfect one, then you draw. Now by default we have 5 angles, but here if you look at it very well, we are having 6 angles. So I'll increase the angle here. You can see points or sides. So I want to increase the sides by 1, then I click on it and it becomes 6. Okay, so I have 6 angles polygon, then I drop it here. All right, okay, so I can resize it the way I want if it is not big enough. Okay, so now I need to copy this color again. I'm having 2 layers here. Let me zoom. Okay, all right, so I'm having 2 layers of polygon here. So now I need to duplicate this, but I will duplicate it right now. Okay, so now let's pick the color first before we duplicate. Okay, so I'm using my color eyedropper tool again and pick the color and drop the color right here. Okay, now as you can see, the upper part is lighter than the lower part also. So I'm going to click on my interactive tool and apply it right here like we have done before. Then I choose my color dropper, then I drop it. Then for the second color I pick it again and choose the below color. Then I have the upper part lighter than the lower part. Then I can adjust it with this minus sign right here. Now it is having a black outline. I'm going to remove that very soon, but let us duplicate this so that we can see the other one that is duplicate before we remove the outline. So to duplicate, hold your shift key, then come to the corner right here, left click and drag it inward. Okay, so you can drag it inward and the way you want. Then before you release your left click, then right click, then it will duplicate for you so you can see that it has been duplicated. Okay, but this one does not have outline, so let's remove this first outline. Remove the outline. Then the second outline also we need to remove it, but it will blend with the first one. Okay, so we may not see it clearly, but you can see this one is like it is popping up a bit. So with drop shadow we can do that. So I go to drop shadow tool and click on this and hold your control so that you can have a straight and perfect drop shadow. Then as you can see that it is good. Then we can put our logo here. Okay, so now let's go for this thin line here. So I can go for the line tool here, freehand tool, and click, hold my control, because if I don't hold my control it may shift, it may not be a straight line. So I hold my control and click to the other hand. Okay, so the line is of this color also. So I'll select my color eyedropper tool, then pick the color I want and drop it right here also. Okay, so I can increase this line
Let me increase this line. Okay, it is 0.5. Let me increase it to 1.5. Okay, I think it is too big. Let's reduce it to 1. Okay, so it is nice now. Now we can insert our text. We can insert our text. Okay, this background I downloaded is not actually looking like this one. Okay, just bear with me like that. Okay, now you can download another one that is better than this, or you can choose another background entirely. This is just for practical purpose. Okay, now before I insert my text, let's get these icons. Let's get these icons. Okay, so I've downloaded this icon online, but it is in black color. Okay, so I want to change the color of these icons to the color on this card. I want my design to look exactly like what I'm seeing right here. So I'll go to Effect and to the Adjust. Then on the Adjust, you will see a drop down. You will see different options. Then click on Replace Color. So after clicking on Replace Color, then you have here old color and new color. We need to choose old color here, and we need to choose our new color here. If I click on this drop down here, there are colors that I can choose, but I don't want to choose that. I want this color exactly. Okay, so I'm going to use my color eyedropper tool. After choosing my color eyedropper tool, then I pick the color. Okay, sorry, the old color is black. Okay, sorry, let's pick the old color. The old color is black, so I'm choosing the color of the image that I want to change. Okay, so it turns black, then I replace it with the new color. Okay, so this is the new color. I click on the color eyedropper beside it and pick the new color right here. Okay, so you can see that the color of the image has changed. Then I click OK. This icon, I need to separate them, so let me just duplicate this, and let me just work with maybe 1 or 2. I can trim, or you can power clip it in a rectangle. Okay, so let me just choose a rectangle here. I want to power clip it in a rectangle. Okay, so let me duplicate this rectangle, right click, and power clip inside. So I have one. Now let me duplicate this also, copy here, then okay, power clip inside. Okay, so without wasting time, let me just duplicate this. Let's assume that I'm having different icon here. I'm having different icon here. There are 4 icons here. So, but to save time, let me reduce this icon. Let me remove the outline. I don't need the outline. Then I remove this icon. Okay, I reduce the icon. Sorry, I reduce the icon. Okay, let me zoom. We want to duplicate it into 4. Okay, so the first icon, the second icon. Okay, then to duplicate, I draw it down again, copy here, then draw it down again and copy here. Okay, let me move this one closer. Okay, so I have the 4 icons now, but they are not aligned. So I hold my shift, select the 4 icons together, and press C on my keyboard. Then it will be aligned. Okay, so let me fit so that we can see what we are working on. Okay, so after having these 4 icons here, I think the icons are somehow too big. Let me reduce and give it space. Okay, let me reduce the icon a bit and space it. Okay. All right. Okay, so I just added space to the icons. So now we can write our text. You can see that this design is looking exactly like the one
we downloaded, because we actually copied the color exactly the way it is on the design. Okay, so right now we can write here. We are having just let me put my name, okay, which is going to be your name. Let me reduce the font to 12. Okay, all right, then I want to pick this particular color that is here. Okay, so I'm going to use my color eyedropper tool, but before that, let me zoom so that I can see what I want to copy and where I want to paste. Okay, so I zoom. Now I'm using my color eyedropper tool, pick the color and drop it on the text. Okay, so now since Robert Smith here and the system engineer, they are having the same color. Okay, so I can just duplicate this text here and use it to write okay, designation. Let me just put designation. Okay, because system engineer is the designation of the owner of the card. Okay, let me choose 6. Okay, I think that is okay. All right, so then I can put my phone number, the email. Let me just write. Let me duplicate this. It is the same color. Okay, copy. Right. The last one. Okay, I need to align to the left. So select the 4 items and press A on your keyboard to align to the left. Okay, now the first one is my phone number. Yeah, just put anything as phone number. Let me just put anything as phone number. Then your mail at mail. Okay, then the one address. Okay, then the other one is site, www.yoursite.com. Okay, so we have this text, but it seems they are too big. Okay, they are too big. Okay, we need to move them downward a bit according to what we are trying to copy. So let's move this down again also. All right, so we have this design right here. Then here we can put company logo. Let me write it, company logo. Copy. Then we write company logo in capital letter, company logo. Okay, it is in black color. Choose color black. Then reduce the fonts. Okay, reduce the fonts. Right, nice. We can make it bold. Click on B here to be bold. Then your slogan here, let me duplicate this text and make it your slogan here. Your slogan. Sorry, let me use capital letter all through. Slogan here. Okay, so I can remove the bold text. Okay, so now guys, let me put them, both of them, on this screen so you can see that this is looking exactly like this. Okay, so if I have to remove this part that is bigger, okay, so that we can see exactly what we have designed. Okay, so this is what we cloned. Okay, right, so this is what we cloned and this is our result. Then we can put our logo here. All right guys, so if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. I have other videos that I'll be uploading to this channel and they are going to be very beneficial to you. Thank you for watching this tutorial.